What's the best size for a family swimming pool?
Depends entirely on what you want to do in the swimming pool. I can remember a gentleman, when I asked him that question, he said, I want to walk into it with a gin and tonic in my hand. Once you get that question, you know that you've got to have a set of steps going into the pool so he can walk down and not climb down a ladder access. And when he's walking down, where is that step going to be in relation to the pool? If you have steps at one end of the pool and there's a nice rounded feature known as a Roman end feature, then it's lovely, but it makes swimming up and down for a little bit of training a lot more difficult. So we then start talking about side steps. Once you talk about side steps, you're increasing the width of the pool in just one area. It doesn't have to be all the way around the pool, of course, and that may impinge on the size of the garden. So this is why planning it in advance and discussing amongst the family and with your pool installer the best way to get it. And in general terms, if you have something, a rectangle, shall we say, approximately 9 meters by 4.5 meters, then you can get on that length 4 or 5 strokes in, depending on how big you are, to turn round and go back. And if you are not doing that, then the same thing applies, and you get a bit of extension if you put a Roman end on the end. I always think Roman ends are very attractive, and your good pool designer installer can do things like increasing the tread width of the step that's most probably 3 down from the top, and that gives a nice sitting area for mums to sit there with small children, and for small children to wander up and down in maybe 600 or 700 millimeters of water. The other thing to say is you don't just have to have a rectangular pool. It is slightly less expensive than what we call a freeform pool. And to be honest, all you could get a piece of paper and just do a squiggle round, and within reason you can have a pool like that. It does depend on curves, because some stone coping top that sit on the top of the wall have set radii to work to, and you can have any size you want. I'm told that Liberace had one that looked like a piano, famous old-fashioned piano player, and there's one in America that's like a guitar. But the world is your oyster when you come to shape. But the more complicated the shape, the more expensive the pool is going to be.